Oh, yo. Welcome to the JL podcast. I'm your host, Jordan Gore, and this is February 14th, Valentine's Day. Okay. And I am recording this at 5:35 p.m. I had to make sure I got the time right because I don't know, a couple of episodes ago, I said like it was last year, and I was saying how it was December 31st, and it was like I think November 30th or something like that, you know. So I had to make sure I got the date right and everything correct. But I hope you're well. I hope you're okay, a little bit healthier than yesterday. I hope your mind's right. I hope your brain is intact with what's going on. They're shooting down fucking balloons. They're performing at Super Bowl halftime performances that top the fucking actual Super Bowl. It's a lot of stuff that's going on, and I just hope that you're okay. So let's get right to it. With the Super Bowl. Congratulations to the Kansas City Chiefs for winning. Um, Congratulations to the Eagles for really putting together a fucking brilliant, competition. It kind of reminded me of when I play competitive mode on Madden. When it's like a close game. Unless I'm fucking, it's either like if that's the thing when I'm playing Madden. Even if I play all Madden, if I play it in arcade mode, I just blow these guys out the water. Pause. And when I do competitive mode, that's when it's like fucking either fair game or I'm just losing badly. But overall, that was a really good game. I know that fuck shit happened afterwards. It was like a holding pass or something like that. I didn't see it live. That was the only part I didn't see. Because I thought they were going to go to overtime, and I was like, cool, I got time to, go to the house, whatever. I was at work, so that's how I had to watch it. But either way, man, congratulations to them. I hate that the Eagles lost. A main reason is because my mom had the hat on and everything, and I thought she looked so cute. So I was like, okay, let's let the Eagles win. They're not the Cowboys. They're not the Rams. Let's just give them a win. And Philly was unfortunately pissed off, man. They were fucking flipping things over. They were, oh man, they were flipping cars over. They were fucking flipping quarters. They were, they almost brought down statues. I don't fucking know, man. They were going crazy though. But overall, I think it was a great performance. I think Patty Mahomes did his thing. I think that Philly's quarterback, I don't know his name. I know he's number one. I think he did a great job. Listen, I'm not big on sports, okay? Sports, like, I would watch it here and there, I come in every now and then. It's like a club to me where I'll just pop in. Hey, what's up, guys? What's up, number two? What's up, number five? But overall, I'm busy strumming the guitar or, performing or whatever. So I say that to say, yo, congratulations to anybody who can fucking play a sport like that. You get smacked around all day long. You got to deal with sores and concussions possibly. And, especially for a quarterback, I've tried to throw a football, and my shoulder almost gave out after throwing it a couple of feet away from my brother. So if you're 30 feet, throwing that shit, just launching it from one touchdown side to another, throwing a Hail Mary or whatever. Hey, man, shout out to you guys. That is a lot of fucking power inside of that fucking machine of your body. And I think that was good, man. And of course, Rihanna did her thing, pregnant Rihanna. Congratulations to baby number two. I kind of thought as a guy, I was just like, I'm not gonna lie, and I love Rihanna, but I was kind of like, is she gonna work out? Is she gonna lose that? I was kind of like being a little, scumbag guy or whatever. But, come to find out, she's having another baby. So I'm like, oh, thank God, I don't know, but I'm just glad that her and ASAP Rocky are happy. I think that it's better that they stay low key. I'm not big on like gossip and relationships and shit like that, but I like how their relationship is going. I thought, and this is no disrespect to ASAP Rocky, but I thought some of the ASAP fucking mob was dancing, background dancers and shit. Like every one of them looked just alike. They looked kind of like ASAP Rocky. Then when you got a little closer, they looked like Nick Cannon's just dancing around out there. So shout out to Rihanna or whoever just decided to pick clones, and we're just like, yo, let's let these people all look the same, trip them out, and fucking go. And I think that she played the right music. I think that everything went according to plan. It was such a flawless performance. But the music, of course, was cut a little short. You know, that's the only thing. I wish it was like longer music. She seemed like she was comfortable and confident, and she's pregnant too. So I don't know what that movement is like. So because she couldn't move around as much, obviously. But man, if she was, you know, if she wasn't pregnant, I would have loved to see the dancing Rihanna, how she would have been, you know, just killing it on the field. But I think that it did what it had to do, you know, and I think the whole Super Bowl, it was just a very consistent, you know, event. And I think that everybody did their thing. You know, it wasn't like, you know, you look at Super Bowls back then and, you know, it was like teams were down bad. You know, Tom Brady fucking coming back after, you know, a 21 point, you know, being behind 20 points or whatever. And, you know, I think that they just, this Super Bowl, it was just a good one. You know, it's something that's going to go down in the books. And it's going to be great. And I love Patty Mahomes and Joe Burrow's little rivalry thing there. I like that. I talked about that before, but I love that, you know, the superhero and the anti-hero kind of thing, you know, that goes on in the world. I'm a big fan of that. You know, I'm a storyteller. So when it's a good guy and it's a bad guy who kind of has a purpose to be bad. So you don't want to call him a bad guy, right? For some people, you know, unless it's fucking Jason Voorhees or something. But if they're like, you know, that's why I call them the anti-hero, where they stand for something, but they do it in their own way. That's Patty Mahomes and, you know, Joe Burrow. That's Peyton Manning and Tom Brady back in the day, you know. So that's good that they had that. And I look forward to seeing that in the future. I think Patty Mahomes is just a very incredible individual, you know. So yeah, shout out to them, man. They're doing their thing. Let's see, what else do we got? Oh yeah, that same day too, we had the good brother DDG, you know, the rapper DDG, and Ruby Rose. They got into it, I guess. Speculations, and I hate talking about this, but I just want to joke around about it a little bit. Halle Bailey, she, you know, apparently they broke up. She broke with DDG or something like that. And he was tweeting about how every girl is the same. She went out to the Super Bowl performance, you know, and DDG was just like, all these girls are the same. No, wait, it was the Grammys, I think, right? Something like that. But Ruby Rose was basically like, he's been hitting me up. I guess they were together at one point, and Double DG was like, yo, what the fuck is going on? It was just drama, you know. I'm trying to I suck. That's how you know I'm not a gossip kid. I suck at fucking trying to create this story on what happened. But I just gotta say this, man. Why is everything amplified on Black History Month? Why are all these things really, you know, you got Busta Rhymes throwing a drink at a lady who, you know, tried to touch his butt, so she kind of violated him, you know? And my thing is like, Busta probably thought it was one of the dudes that he was kicking it with. Like, he was walking with a lot of dudes. I didn't see no broads around him. And so he probably thought a dude touched his butt, you know? Which, I'm glad it was a drink that was thrown and not a fist, to be honest. Because that reaction that he did was kind of like, you know, I don't know, man. Busta Rhymes is a New York dude. You know, he's a legend. And, oof. You know, like I said, I'm glad it was the drink that was thrown. I think people's reaction, especially in the hip-hop community, I would expect his reaction to almost pull out the fucking blicky and be like, yo, like, you know, but he's walking with security. I'm pretty sure security, you know, they finally got her out the way. But yeah, man, I'm glad that didn't go fucking terrible, because he could have turned around and straight up socked this person and then looked and seen it was a girl. I was like, what the fuck, you know? But I'm pretty sure he's had that experience enough to where it's like he can at least, you know, visually see who it is that did that to him, and then, you know, decide what he wants to do. So I think that drink was just like a fucking last minute reaction where it was just like, in his brain, he's probably like, don't hit that girl. And then so he just fucking threw the water at her, you know? Or whatever that was. Fucking, I don't know. Nigga threw a Voss water. He threw fucking, what kind of drink? We're going to try to decide what kind of drink he threw at her. I want to say a Sprite. It was a clear drink for sure, you know? Let me find out it was like some fucking Moscato or something, you know? And I want to give some prayers to Offset, man. You know, with this whole J Prince thing, that's the thing about rap is it thrives off of conflict a lot more than ever, to be honest. And it used to not really be like that. It used to be about more of standing for something, you know. And I think that we're kind of losing that edge, and that edge needs to come back a little bit. And somebody who, like myself, who raps, you know, and spits poetry. It's so many varieties and ways to do it, you know, and I think J Prince was one of those that did it back then. You know, I think he made himself the king he is now. He's earned his stripes, you know, he's a legend. And Offset, seeing him grow, I think that that's interesting to watch, because when Offset becomes J Prince's age, we're going to kind of look at Offset and be like, damn, like he's grown, he's improved, he's changed. He's going to be, you know, a completely different person, a completely different dad, husband, like for the better, we hope, right? And I think with J Prince, man, it was just, you know, there's a couple of low blow shots. I think bad timing, you know. I don't know. I really don't know how the older fucking generation, you know, maneuvers out here. You know, but a lot of them don't really have empathy. You know, we have the Skip Bayless thing where, you know, we saw that whole injury, and he was like, yeah, we can play the game. Like, you know, so you see these kinds of things, and it comes off as heartless and thoughtless. You know, even with like the Master P, what he said about Romeo at one point, you know, when they had their little tiff, you know, in the beginning, and it's distasteful. It's distasteful for sure. And J Prince is somebody I look at. I mean, you know, he was one of the people who set up the whole Kanye and Drake performance, you know, so I think that he, and I don't know him personally. I wish I did, you know, I wish I could just talk to him. I think that he's setting, you know, standards for the hip hop world to adjust to. I think it's him, but I think it's also a lot of people, right? I think that he wants to do good for the black community, and I think that he brings people together. I would think he's that kind of person. It's just very hard to watch on the things that he said about Offset, which is, you know, after the death of Takeoff, which, you know, even though that's months ago, it feels like it was just yesterday, you know? And he said, some of the stuff he said, I should look this up. Yeah, I should look this up, because I just want to make sure I get this correct, you know, everything that I say here. But it seemed to me like J Prince is on the news for not a good reason, you know? And I don't like seeing, I didn't like Master P when he was going through that as well. I don't like seeing people who have changed hip hop for the better going on this war path or going downhill, or, you know, it's a lot of mental game right now. And I know that gets exposure, that gets a lot of, you know, people, that gets a lot of attention to where you can sponsor your brand and everything. You know, everything's attention based. I just hate when it's a person that died. My computer's going so fucking slow. I'm sorry, guys. My computer is going terribly slow. Let's. And I thought that with myself. Whoa. Sorry, Melissa Ford. I'm gonna talk about that too on the VOP. I'm gonna talk about you know, Flip and Melissa Ford on Joe Budden podcast. That'll be pretty cool to talk about. Let's see. Timeline. Oh, perfect. Billboard, which I Have a Love and Hate For has the timeline of the Offset and Jay Prince. Boy, they know how to get stuff like this correct, don't they? They have agreed quiet. On the other hand, Jay Prince has attempted to debunk rumors and clear his family's name. That's right, because people blamed Jay Prince in his group about the killing of Takeoff. Tensions were raised to another level. So the Mob Ties family was on $1 million worth of game. Maintains there was previously love on both sides from interactions throughout his career with the Migos. The fuse was lit, and that love went to the wayside as the war of the words intensified. Okay, so they talk about the murder statement following Takeoff's death. Jay Prince paid tribute to the latest Migos rapper, where he sent his condolences to Takeoff friends and family, in addition to naming Quavo and Offset specifically. Okay. So he's sending his condolences. This shouldn't have happened. This shouldn't have ever happened in our city. And I'm just skimming through this, guys. Okay, so it was on Instagram. You can fucking check it out if you want. So he defends his family's actions. I don't think I have to read that. Jay Prince disses Offset. Okay, here we go. After hearing that Jay Prince spoke with Quality Control's boss P, $1 million worth of game, which shout out to QC. They sold to Scooter Braun for hundreds of millions of dollars. And that's a good thing. Gillian Wallow agreed to grant a Rap-A-Lot honcho and the Mob Ties family in an interview. Throughout the bombshell discussion, Prince accused an alleged snitch in Quavo's crew at the scene of Takeoff's death of cooperating with authorities named Willie Bland, and he brought the paperwork to corroborate his claims. Okay, so clearly there's a snitch in here. Offset ain't gonna leave him out, Prince said. I'm just real like this. Niggas be throwing rocks and hiding their hands, right? And I don't like them kind of individuals. And the truth of the matter is, one can dance and different things in front of all these cameras and all that other shit. So clearly, Jay Prince is like, oh nah, like I don't have snitches in mind. That's what I'm getting out of this. When reality, the truth of the matter is, you wasn't there with Takeoff when he was alive. So for you to take the positions, what you taken, he continued, I'm going to just say this to you. Don't ever put me in no position where I have to defend myself. That wouldn't be healthy for you. God damn. I have to say that. But it's $1 million worth of game. Okay. And then you had the whole thing with Quavo and Offset, which I don't think was that crazy, personally. Offset responds to Jay Prince's interview. See, so Offset, he's definitely hurt still. I mean, I can only imagine. You know, Quavo even looked down and out at the Grammys. You know, it's a lot, man. It's a lot. Damn it. My computer is tripping. What is going on? Come on. I guess while this is loading and I'm on video still and I didn't even realize it. Just know that I'm fixing all these technical difficulties. Donate on jo.net to help me get new technology. And that's how we got to do it for right now. Just bear with me while I load this up, because I really want to talk about this Offset thing, man. This is very important, and you could tell that the brother is still hurt, and I think that we need to not escalate situations to be worse. You know, I would hate for this feud to grow and become something bigger, because I don't know, man. I want the best for everybody, you know. And I just think Jay Prince isn't the one to fuck with. Okay, I think we're getting it back. There we go. Okay, are we back? There we go. Okay, perfect. So I was actually talking on video which you can check out on my YouTube channel. I just want to put out the raw versions. I don't feel like editing things. I'm at that age right now where I don't really have time to edit stuff top notch, you know, fucking videos low. So I had to put it on top of a fucking shoe box to make sure it's good. So, yeah, man. So Offset responded to Jay Prince when he said that, because Jay Prince was basically like, don't go there. You don't want to go there. You know, things can get ugly, can get bad. And I mean, the nigga he was talking to him like, just chill, you know, but you know men can talk and it comes off. Okay, so Offset said, first off, y'all niggas speaking on my real brother. I don't know what the fuck y'all niggas got going on. Y'all niggas speaking on my real brother. How dare one of y'all niggas speak on me and takes relationship? Valid, right? I don't know you niggas from a can of paint, and y'all don't know how me and my brothers rock. You trying to clear your fate, he continued. This is your 5th interview. You done did about my nigga. You didn't think about his mama. You didn't think about his family. Valid, right? We ain't say nothing. Ain't nobody say nothing about you niggas. Who y'all niggas think you is? John Gotti nigga? Oh, damn. Yeah, I forgot he said that. Ain't nobody going for none of that. Yeah, and he went on to say that if Jay Prince had an issue with him, the Rap-A-Lot executive should call him directly. Okay. Call my phone, homie, blah, 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 blah. And so Jay Prince claps back at Offset. He says, to those of you that still live on principles over emotions, that know and respect me, it's all good. Jay Prince caption read. I don't care about the media hoes. They eat shit for a living. We live on different planet. Valid. We live on different planets and breathe different air. And if you know what I mean. God damn. That's so dark. I only display loyalty and friendship to my brothers and sisters until they show me they're unworthy. That's such like a king thing to say, you know. He continued, never been a bully or lived a life where I abused my power on the weak. No matter what you heard, it's cap. I'm glad I'm not one of those individuals that my family has to hold their head down when my name is mentioned. So excuse me while I deal with these clowns, because ain't nobody gonna tell them the truth like I'm gonna give it to them. All right, so it's straightforward talk. I mean, you got to realize Jay Prince comes from a different era, you know, and he stood for a lot of things. Cardi B said big lies. She was talking to Wack, I guess. Wack said something about him. It's a lot of stuff going on, man. And Wack is in the picture, you know. Wack actually looks really good now. You know, he's cleaned up a lot, you know. But he's still Wack, you know? I mean, the name at least. He's still that nigga that's just like, yo, he talks shit, he got fucking receipts, everything. I don't know, man. This is none of my business. It's just on the media. I'm not even trying to crack jokes on this because this is real. Somebody literally lost their life. Accusations are being thrown, you know. Damn near, don't let them fucking be at the same spot together. Bottles are going to be thrown. I doubt that. That shit is, Jay Prince is a fucking ninja. That guy would have a master plan. Jay Prince probably plays so much chess, yo. Like, he's the type of nigga that just like remember at the end of X-Men when Magneto and Professor X were playing chess in that clear-ass glass room where Magneto got locked up at, and they were playing in that like, clear chessboard, you know? That's Jay Prince. I feel like Jay Prince has one of those rooms, you know, where he just does that. But either way, man, rest in peace, Takeoff. Offset, prayers up to you, prayers up to Quavo. Hopefully you guys get situated. I don't fucking know, man. I don't know if we're ever, you know, it's funny. I was listening to Linkin Park's new song, which was, I guess, a B-side way back from Meteora. Chester, you know, sounded amazing, of course. You know, that was years ago. He's always sounded amazing. Rest in peace to him. But Linkin Park is trying to come up with something, and I don't know what it is. You know, when you lose, when it's a huge loss like that, where, you know, as bandmates, as group members, you know, everybody's stamped in a different way, right? But the voice, you know, one of the creators, you know, things like that, they're gonna get more of the upper hand, you know, maybe not even, you know, not even towards bandmates or whatever. I don't think they're like that, but I think you'll get the upper hand in a way of, man, people look at me. A lot of people look at me more than they look at you. I mean, that's the reality of the fact. You know, if you're a drummer, you're in the back. You know, but if you're the vocalist, you're in the front. Especially if you're the guitarist, like Mike. You know, so Linkin Park came out with this song, and I liked it, of course. I love their music, man. But on to the Migos, just like with Linkin Park, it's not gonna be easy to replace a Takeoff. You know, Blink 182, they said fuck Tom DeLonge. We're gonna get Matt. Mark is gonna sing because he sings a lot. Linkin Park, that's a different ballgame. You know, Migos, that's a different ballgame, and clearly this is different music genres, but when you're dealing with death, you're dealing with death, you know, and it's unfortunate, you know. You talk about Nirvana, you know, Kurt Cobain, how that had to go. Dave had to fucking do his own thing, play the drums, do his thing, pick up and play the guitar. He had to carry his own after that. And I think that Quavo's gonna do that. I think that Offset is gonna do that. I think that they would make a killer album together. I think that if they go off of the Migos and have some Takeoff, like fucking lyrics or Takeoff, you know, lines or recordings, if they have some shit that they have already recorded and they put it out, and then, you know, that's just like certain songs, you know what I mean? Like that, it's not easy to replace somebody after death. You know, maybe that's more of the thing, is after death, because you think about D12, rest in peace to Proof. It wasn't easy to replace him. I don't even think they came out with anything after him, you know? So it's a lot of politics behind it. It's a lot of money that goes behind it. And I think the higher ups probably get a little scared and intimidated because they're like, we don't want you guys to fold. We just don't know what to do with you. I don't know how that side of business goes. And that's very interesting. I wish I knew some A&Rs or some people who, you know, have ties like those, because I want to know, like, why can't Migos just take off? You know, damn, that sounds crazy to say, right? You know, rest in peace, Takeoff. But why can't Migos, after the death of Takeoff, go into a different direction? You know, is there a holdup in this? You know, Offset and Cardi B, they got their McDonald's commercial, you know, brilliant. That was a Super Bowl ad, the fucking Cardi B and Offset meal, you know? Damn. Cardi B, that would have been tight if she had like a Bodak yellow combo, you know, at McDonald's. Because McDonald's, the fucking logo is yellow, you know. BOGO yellow or something like that. I don't fucking know. That was just a little thought. But, yeah, man, I'm definitely going to buy that Cardi B and Offset meal. I'm not going to lie. McDonald's is so good. Hey, I'm a musician, okay? I got to eat everything I can get. But still, I got to make sure. Right now, I have to work on making sure my voice gets better. I don't know why, man, but I just have to do more vocal exercises. Ever since COVID, I've been really chilling hard, and I got to get the ball rolling, especially if I want to perform for you, you know, this year. That's all I got, man. I really wanted to say prayers to Offset. Prayers to all my brothers and sisters out there, man. Let's really get it together. It's nothing wrong with a little tough love every now and then, you know. As long as the message is sent and people understand and don't get too emotional by it, we will prevail. We will progress, you know. But right now, I think we're entering a space, and I told my best friend this whole decade is going to be a circus. You know, they just had that shooting in Michigan State. Rest in peace to the 3 people that we've lost. Had a couple of shootings out here in California, you know. Not to mention the bad weather, just the difficulties maneuvering in life, you know, robberies are at a top-notch high. Fucking house phone throwing a drink at Adam 22. It's a lot of crazy shit going on. So I think we're gonna enter that tough love stage, or it's almost gonna feel like it's forced, right? That's just kind of, I see that direction going there, where it's like people are gonna give you tough love, man. And this generation, I think the generation before us tries to do that, but it comes off so bad because they're so bad at it. Maybe it takes us 30 and up, you know, 30 to 35-year-olds that can express ourselves and talk about our experiences, because we were right in the middle. Like, I'm so glad I came between going outside playing and staying inside playing video games. Like, I was right in the middle of that. You know, I could do both. So I think that we need to step it up, man. Us in our age range need to step it up. All of these, you know, 28 to 35-year-olds, let's get it, man. You know, these kids do not know what the fuck they're doing, and these adults don't know what they're doing. Yo, they had a teacher. I saw on a video the teacher fucking try to, you know, hit the student and fucking broke her leg doing that shit. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. And students, get your shit together. Do better. Listen to your teacher. Your teacher is gonna get you far. Don't be an asshole. I hear that they're assholes nowadays, you know. But I don't know. All I know is I'm about to get out of here. I'm about to play some music. I'm gonna do some VOP recordings, so make sure you check that out. Purchase it for $1. Because I want to talk about Space Jam, the new one with LeBron James, right? And how much of a fucking LeBron James is never emotion. Like, I don't see him throwing that many emotions like that. Like, he did a fake cry on Space Jam and hugging his son. And you could tell it was fake, but I love him. And congratulations to him as well. This guy is the best, the greatest of all time. But I'm going to go in on the movie Space Jam. I'm going to go in on P-Valley, you know, gets this little criticism or whatever. I fuck with the show, and I'm going to talk about it. As a straight male, I'm going to go in on it, okay? I'm going to talk about The Walking Dead. I want to talk about the episode where Sophia died, all right? So if you're a fan of that show, you know what I'm talking about. I want to talk about BMF, Season 2, Episode 5, where the father slipped up, literally, you know? No strapping up, just went in, fucking slipped out, probably dripped some stuff on her floor. You guys know what I'm talking about. I'm going to go in on that. I'm going to talk about Mad Men, Season 4, Episode 7, The Suitcase. You know, that was where Peggy and Don really had their little situation going on. You know, and these are all going to be separate episodes, by the way. So you don't have to, you know, listen to one after another or whatever. I'm going to talk about Sons of Anarchy, my favorite show in the world. You know what I mean? I'm going to talk about Melissa Ford and Queen's Flip on the Joe Budden podcast. They're like new features, new guests, new hosts. I don't know if it's permanent or whatever, but going on that as well. So check it out on the VOP. They're going to be sold separately, okay? And with that said, I am your host, Jordan Gore. This is the JO Podcast, and I'm stealing your ears again. Next week, yeah, with this podcast, because Fresh and Famous Radio, which is now back on, is on Fridays. But VOPs, I'll probably just drop them here and there. Just make sure you purchase it for $1. Other than that, I'm going to steal your ears again next week. Bye-bye. Okay, that was all I wrote. Time to...